Yesterday we were ambushed with news concerning the Unity Alliance that Mr. Kiiza Besigye has set up with People Power and DP, I think including also a few pressure groups, including they have also included People Power in that declaration. We were caught by surprise, and we thought it was a nasty surprise, because in building an alliance or a coalition, it's always important to involve all the parties concerned. We have been in talks with all the major political parties in Uganda for the last 2 months in our preparation to launch the National Opposition Alliance. The idea behind the National Opposition Alliance is to rally all political parties around a single candidate. You have noticed that previously that has been our biggest problem in Uganda. We have lost all 4 previous elections because the opposition was divided against itself. It is so important, it's crucial that we unite around one single candidate so that all our votes count. We cannot have the opportunity, we cannot have the opposition dividing itself against itself. I mean, that is just counterintuitive. So we did reach out to all the political parties over the last 2 months. We're talking about FDC, we're talking about DP, UPC. We have shared with them our proposal for a national alliance. We had several meetings with the principals of those political parties as we were preparing to launch this national alliance. However, as I said, we were surprised when on Monday we got this announcement that People Power had allied with Dr. Kiiza Besigye, and I even listened to Mr. Muriat also. I don't know if he was present in that press statement, the press conference that was held in Wakiso. But it was kind of like it was a downer to the entire initiative that we had started. We were not invited, obviously, for that meeting, and we had to watch everything on news. However, we find it a bit divisionary, and it is deviating us from the most important problem that we have at the moment. Our biggest problem is to win the national elections. And nobody can deceive us. He is good at it, because nobody has ever succeeded in winning these national elections. Dr. Kiiza Besigye has contested against the incumbent for about 4 times, and in all those times he has lost. And my view is that primarily he lost because he failed to collect the entire opposition around him, behind him. This time we are saying no. We are putting up a platform whereby all candidates will come and contest and vie for our endorsement. And that is the only way in which you can actually provide a formidable opposition to the incumbent. So the idea of breaking up the opposition, now we have the political parties which are in parliament rallying on their own, leaving over 25 political parties outside. It doesn't make any sense. How are you going to offer leadership when you can fail to collect just the few political parties together? We find it a bit absurd. So we are saying that this is a bit, it's diverting us from the most important issues. It is deviating us from what we are supposed to be doing, and it is kind of diluting the entire effort of the opposition. Number 2, we are not also aware of the kind of goals that they are aspiring to. We are not party to the alliance. We don't understand what they really what they're agitating for, and we cannot be able to support it. So they need to actually take the step backwards and try to re-establish the whole program, and then involve us in this if they really want our blessing. But I want to assure Dr. Kiiza Besigye that in order to provide a legitimate and effective opposition to the incumbent, you must have the capacity to involve the entire opposition, including all the 25 or so political parties that are outside parliament.
Stopping here, hello, over the arrows. the bus or the